How's it going? It's hot and it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning. I think it's going to be another sticky gross day. How I suffer and how little I complain. Anyway, today is just a short video because I thought I would give you a bit of a heads up about how I'm planning on doing things for the next wee while. So soon we will be at the end of our summer holidays, which means I'll have much less time to work on projects and editing and other things. I do have things prepared, so there is plenty that will be coming, but just to take the pressure off a wee bit, I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to stop the weekly longer videos and start doing shorter ones every now and then. So maybe fortnightly I'll do like a project video or a review video. I'm planning on doing some reviews of things, so like in categories. I think I've already got some scheduled to be posted actually. All my different skirts, all my different dresses, coats and other outerwear, things like that, because I made many things before I started this channel and I learned lots of things from those garments along the way. So yeah, I figured it would be worth sharing what I've learned, and also some of them are really pretty, so why not? So probably fortnightly it'll be a longer video like that, a review or a project. And then in between that, I was thinking that I would do some kind of more basic intro type videos. So I know I said I wasn't going to do tutorials. Apparently I am going to do some tutorials. They might not be what you expect a tutorial to be, but it'll be a project that I make goes into a bit more detail of how to do it. So there's going to be a series on making a hoodie. I chose that because I've made thousands of them, not thousands, but with other people. So I don't really have to think about it much. And that's going to be in 3 parts. So the first one will be actually drafting a pattern from an existing jumper that I want to use to make sure that it's big enough for me. The largest size that I use with the children actually does just fit me, but I wanted something a bit baggier, so I drafted my own pattern. So how you do that, that will be one. And then the next one is going to be cutting out, because there are many important principles that need to be followed when one is cutting out fabric, that if someone's never told you, well, you might have problems. For example, you might get your stretch going in the wrong direction, or you might have things that are kind of wonky because they're not cut straight when they're meant to be, or you might just end up wasting fabric, and that's really annoying. So, and then finally will be the construction. And one of the reasons I chose a hoodie is because it does have, the fabric has some stretch, so there are a few things we can talk about with that. But another reason is that if you know how to construct a hoodie, you have kind of the basic idea of how to construct any upper garment or even a basic dress, because you still need to do some things in the same order. And if you understand what you need to do first and then what you can do second or third or whatever, then yeah, you can translate those skills to other things. I may at some point do like an actual dress or something as well, just so you can make sure you have translated those principles properly, but we'll see. I guess I'll have to do some pants or something at some point as well. But you know, there are also, I'm sure, thousands of videos on YouTube about these things if you are impatient and want to go find out straight away. Some people will tell you, you must do it in this order. I disagree. There are reasons. And if you are kind of doing higher end sort of sewing, you know, once you're a bit more experienced, it's worth learning the proper way and experimenting and seeing how you like that. because there are good reasons for why you're supposed to do things in a specific way. But sometimes when you're learning, you just want the easiest way. Yeah. I'm also going to do some on like my workspace, because you might be thinking, how do I set up a workspace? Honestly, thousands of ways, but I can show you what I've done and why I've done it. And I will introduce you to my essential tools. Some things, it's quite interesting actually. There are lots of videos of, you must use these things, you cannot live without them. I think it really probably depends on the person, but there are some things that just make life so much easier if you have them. Other things that you really can't sew without. I mean, like a sewing machine, but other things too, like pins. What else was I thinking of doing? There'll be some like, some might be excerpts from other videos just isolating a particular thing so that you don't have to look through the whole video to go, oh, that's what she showed me. Others will be just a standalone, and things like how to put in side seam pockets, or really it's just one way, it's a way I prefer, but yeah, it's always going to just be a start, isn't it? You can do whatever you like. Rules are there to be bent and twisted into whatever form you want them to be. Hemming. Again, there are people that will be like, you must hem this way. Some things I hemmed the right way, but it had unintended consequences. So why not share that with other people? A different way you can do it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what else comes along. Yeah, so I think that's about it for today. I'm going to quietly melt and probably also sort out some sandals that are waiting for me, and maybe remember to hang the laundry up like actually when it's done instead of 3 hours later. Yeah. Have a great day. Ciao, ciao.